Yeah.
Okay, so that shows up. What's the contraption structure that they're building out here?
Well,
Yeah,
Wellness wanted to do a
I thought maybe it was something to do with the net or something.
see if they can use this here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's varsity softball contest between the South Hardin Tigers and your Grundy Center Spartans. I will introduce the batting orders for both teams, starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, the South Hardin Tigers. Batting first, the catcher, number 2, Alyssa Kicks. Batting second, the pitcher, 00, Charlie Rosanka. Batting third, the shortstop, number 23, Caitlin Dickus. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 6, Lucy Anderson. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 20, Grace Eller. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 8, Allie Sheldall. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 29, Addie Reeks. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 10, Michaela Hardy. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 15, Ella Owens. And batting in the flex, the right fielder, number 7, Brinley Weig. Head coach of the Tigers, Becky Rozanki. Assistant coaches, Michael Getman and Blake Owens. And now the batting order for your Grundy Center Spartans. Batting first, the pitcher, number 3, Maddie Hendershot. Batting second, the left fielder, number 8, Allison Koch. Batting third, the right fielder, number 22, Ava Heron. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 24, Kendra Deacon. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 20, Macy Kiwi. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 10, Lauren Zajac. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 7, Camden Aronson. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 23, Aaron Richmeyer. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 11, Evelyn Gertis. Batting in the flex, number 17, Catarella Brown. Head coach of the Spartans, Andy Lebo. Assistant coaches, Cody Hosky, Erica Potabom, Lucy Lebo. Our officials for tonight, Dean Dutemeyer and Kevin Smith. Fans, at this time, we would ask you to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Members of the armed forces and veterans present but not in uniform may render the military salute. Batting first for the Tigers, the catcher, number 2, Alyssa Kicks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's varsity baseball contest between the South Hardin Tigers and your Grundy Center Spartans. First, before we get started this evening, I'd like to introduce both teams, starting with the Tigers. Batting first, the center fielder, number 7, Josh Spindler. Batting second, the shortstop, number 24, Peyton Welch. Batting third, the left fielder, number 13, Charlie Cummings. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17, Garrett Anderson. Batting fifth and pitching, number 14, Preston Dolish. Batting sixth and catching, number 11, Bo Carpenter. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 20, Casey Williamson. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 15, Gavin Starr. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 4, Braden Way. The coach for the Tigers is Nathan Way. And now the batting order for your Grundy Center Spartans. Batting first and pitching, number 5, Braden Davey. Batting second, the shortstop, number 12, Judd Jarofsky. Batting third, the second baseman, number 2, Brody Zinkula. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 13, Ricker Thorne. Batting fifth and catching, number 11, Pete Lebo. Batting sixth, the first baseman,
Batting for the
19,
Tigers, the
Ryder
pitcher,
Slifer.
00, Charlie
Batting
Rizanki.
seventh, the center fielder, number 24, Hayden Gertis. Batting 8th, the third baseman, number 9, Ethan Meester. And batting 9th, the right fielder, number 3, Dayton Myers. The head coach of the Spartans is Pat Brown, and he is assisted by Jason Jarowski. Your umpires for tonight's contest, Nick Willenborg and Caleb Hammer.
Welcome to Grundy Center Baseball for tonight's contest between the visiting South Hardin Tigers and the hometown Grundy Center Spartans in what is a chilly, windy, and somewhat wet evening here in Grundy Center, but the ball game is going to start on time. We'll get those starting lineups for
Batting for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 23, Caitlin Dickus.
The first three hitters for the South Hardin Tigers in the top of the first inning. Left fielder Josh Spindler, shortstop Hayden Welch, and Josh Spindler is playing center field, and batting third is left fielder Charlie Cummings. For the Spartan defense tonight, Braden Davey will be on the mound as the starting pitcher, throwing to Pete Lebo catching. Ethan Meester at third base, Judd Jarowski playing the shortstop, Brody Zinkiel at second base, and Ryder Slifer at first base. Your outfield from left to right, Mason Tatey, Hayden Gertis, and Dayton Myers. South Hardin Tigers come into tonight's ballgame with a 1-3 record. And the matchup between these two schools has really gone Grundy Center's way in the recent past, as the Spartans have won 7 of the last 8 in this series. For the season, the Tigers have their lone win against Westport, with losses versus Iowa Falls Alden, Jessup, and Roland Story. So here we are, first pitch just about ready to get underway. Leading things off for the...
Leading off for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 7, Josh Spindler.
Spindler, the leading hitter for the Tigers on the season, a .455 batting average. First pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1.
Batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 6, Lucy Anderson.
And Spindler also with a really healthy on-base percentage of .571. Meaning he gets on base well over half the time that he's up to the plate. As Davey starts him off with back-to-back balls, 2-0 count to Spindler. Fastball hits the inside corner for strike 1. One pitch, chop towards the right side. First baseman Slifer comes up to get it, flips it to Davey, covering first for the first out of the ball game. Nice play by the Spartan defense on a slow chopper. You never know how those slow.
Next up for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 24, Peyton Welch.
Peyton Welch now up to bat for the Tigers.
Batting for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 20, Grace Eller.
Through the first 4 games of the season, Welch hitting .231. He has 3 hits on the season, and 2 of those have gone for triples. Swings and fouls back a high fastball, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Tigers, the story of their season so far is if their offense will show up to the games tonight. In their 3 losses, they're averaging under 2 runs per ball game. There's another swing and a miss at a high fastball.
Batting next, the center fielder, number 8, Allie Sheldall.
They were able to put up double-digit runs, 13 runs. This one driven down the left field line, but foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Peyton Welch. Sometimes these early season stats can be skewed just because of the small number of games so far. You may face the other team's top pitcher each of these first few games. Here's the delivery from Davey. Tries the curveball outside. Bounces in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He comes back with another fastball, swung on and missed. The foul tip, Pete Lebo squeezes it for the second out of the inning.
Next up for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 13, Charlie Cummings.
Charlie Cummings steps into the batter's box now, number 3 hitter tonight. He's hitting .364 on the season. Fastball fouled back for strike 1. So as a team through the first 4 games, the Tigers only have a .231 team batting average. So they're really looking to raise that up tonight against Brady Davey and the Spartan defense. Which, the first 4 games of the season, is any indication, might be a tall task. Granny Center allowing less than 2 runs per ball game. Davey docks the outside corner for strike 3 looking. 3 up, 3 down in the first inning for the Spartan defense.
Batting first for the Spartans, the pitcher, number 3, Maddie Hendershot.
We are back in Grundy Center, bottom of the first inning, just about ready to get started. For the Grundy Center batting order, leading off pitcher Braden Davey, followed by shortstop Judd Jarofsky, second baseman Brody Zinkler.
Leading off for the Spartans, the pitcher, number 5, Braden Davey.
Raker Thorne is the designated hitter tonight, batting for the left.
Batting next, the left fielder, number 8, Allison Cock.
Ryder Slifer, Hayden Gertis, Ethan Meester, and batting ninth is the right fielder, Dave Myers. Braden Davey steps in against Preston Dolash, the junior pitcher for South Hardin. Dolash starts him off with strike 1. Braden Davey, an outstanding start to the season at the plate, hitting .467 through 4 games. Balls behind quickly, no balls, 2 strikes in this one. Because we do have a light mist starting to fall now in Grundy Center at the ball game. Curveball gets Davey out in front, fly ball to center field, and that is caught for the first out of the inning. Davey was off balance.
Next up for the Spartans, the shortstop, number 12, Judd Jarofsky.
Out there. Put it into play, but right at the center field. Judd Jarofsky steps in now for the Spartans. Curveball goes outside for ball 1. Offering fastball upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Jarofsky, one of 4 Spartan hitters hitting .400 or better. He's at an even .400 on the season. That fastball hits the inside corner for a strike. Jarofsky, an even 4 for 10 to start this season. Fastball upside, runs the count to 3 balls, 1 strike.
Batting next for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 22, Ava Heron.
Judd Jarofsky draws the 1-out walk.
Next up for the Spartans, the second baseman, number 2, Brody Zinkler.
Spartans do like to steal when they get runners on base. They're 17 of 18 in stolen base attempts on the season. So I'd be looking for Jarofsky to run for probably one of the first 2 pitches of the at-bat. There he goes. Swung on and missed, fouled back. Hit and run was most likely on in that situation. 267 to start this season.
Batting next for the Spartans, the catcher, number 24, Kendra Deacon.
Battling the rain, makes the catch. So 2 outs, Jed Jurowski remains at
Next
first
up for the
base.
Spartans, the designated hitter, number 13, Riker Thorne.
Riker Thorne, senior, stepping into the batter's box, hitting .545 on the season, .615 on base percentage. Just an outstanding start to the season. There goes Jed Jurowski, pitch out, throw it down to second, it's going to be on the wrong side of the bag. Jurowski steals it easily, throw gets into the outfield. He's going to make it all the way to third base. So instead of a runner on first and 2 outs, Spartans now threatening a runner on third. So that goes down as a stolen base for Jed Jurowski, and he gets to third on the air. The base hit from Riker Thorne will put the Spartans on the board. Fastball in the dirt, brings the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitters count for Riker Thorne. This is low and inside, 3 balls, no strikes.
Batting next for the Spartans, the shortstop, number 20, Macy Kiwi.
Let's see if Coach Pat Brown gives him the green light here. If Dolash tees one up for him down the middle of the plate. 3-0 pitch, fastball down the middle, taken for strike 1. So he had the red light on the 3-0 count. On 3-1, he's going to be looking to drive something. Fastball right at the knees. Brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Checks his swing on the full count delivery. Second walk of the inning is issued by Dolash, so it's runners at the corners for the Spartans. Junior catcher Pete Lebo steps
Next up for the Spartans, the catcher, number 11, Pete Lebo.
Let's see if they put any runners in motion right away, or they may give Lebo.
Batting for the Spartans, the second baseman, number 10, Lauren Zajac.
Steal a run. Riker Thorne at first, there he goes. Pitch in the dirt, so there's no chance for a throw at second base. So now Spartans with 2 runners in scoring position, first and second base, 2 outs. Rain is starting to pick up a little bit more in Grundy Center. Pete Lebo digs in, looking for the pitch from Preston Dolash. Here's the delivery. Fastball high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Lebo. Tigers went down in order, 3 up, 3 down on the top of the first. Spartans threatening here in the bottom of the inning. Once again, high and outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Lebo. Comes inside, way too high, way too inside. That's a 4-pitch walk. And loads the bases for junior first baseman, Ryder Slifer.
Next up for the Spartans, the first baseman, number 19, Ryder Slifer.
Catcher Bo Carpenter going out to talk to Preston Dolash. Probably just getting to settle down a little bit after that 4-pitch walk. So these Tigers have walked the bases loaded. Sandwich on 2 flyouts from the Spartans. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ryder Slifer stepping into the batter's box. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1 to Slifer.
Batting first for the Tigers, the designated player, number 29, Addie Rakes.
That's an off speed for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. balk is called against Dolash. That's going to advance each runner one base, allowing Judge Jarowski to score. And I think he bobbled the ball just a bit as he was coming set. So he kind of had to reset himself, which is against the rules. Whoa, that's a wild pitch to the backstop. Riker Thorne's going to score standing up from third base. So just like that, Spartans scored 2 runs without a base hit this inning. So after walks from Judd Jarowski, Riker Thorne, and Pete Lebo, a walk and a wild pitch brought in 2 Spartan runs. Lebo's now on third base, Ryder Slifer at the bat. Swings and misses for strike 2.
Next for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 10, Michaela Hardy.
Slifer flies this one to center field. And it is going to be caught by center fielder Josh Spindler for the third out of the inning. So Spartans scored 2 runs on no hits to take a 2-0 lead after 1 inning.
Batting next, the left fielder, number 15, Ella Owens. Batting next for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 7, Brinley Weig.
We are in the top of the second inning in Grundy Center. Spartans with a 2-0 lead. Leading off the second for the Tigers is first
Now back
baseman
to the Tigers, first baseman, number 17, Garrett Anderson.
Garrett Anderson hit 308 early this season. First pitch from Braden Davey, fastball in on his hands, fouled out of play. For you baseball buffs out there, Garrett Anderson does share the same name as the former Anaheim Angels outfielder, Garrett Anderson. Anderson follows this one back as well. No balls, 2 strikes from Braden Davey. This is the 3rd game of the season so far that Davey's pitched in. So, a lot of work. He's pitched in 3 out of their 5 games. Strikes out Anderson swinging on 3 pitches. Coming into the ballgame, Braden Davey with a 1.2.
Next up for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 14, Preston Dolash.
They're only giving up 1 run in this 5-2 third inning. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Dribbled by Jarowski on the dirt. Throw to first base. Good stretch by Slifer for the second out. So Davey's only throwing 4 pitches this inning, up to 2 outs.
Next up for the Tigers, the catcher, number 11, Bo Carpenter.
Junior catcher Bill Carpenter steps into the batter's box, hitting .273 on the season. He's 3 for 11 through the first 4 games. All 3 hits are singles. Davis fastball high inside for ball 1. For South Hardin, they so far through the first 4 games of the season, they are a singles hitting ball club. 20 of their 25 hits have been singles. So they're struggling to find those gaps to drive extra bases. But again, it's only through 4 games. Carpenter will actually another fastball. This one outside for ball 2. Dave delivers fastball, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Catcher Bo Carpenter. Tries outside, misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Carpenter trying to become the first base runner for the Tigers this ball game. Comes inside with full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Good fastball from Grady, fouled straight back. Giving Bo Carpenter a chance for at least 1 more pitch. So rain continuing to fall in Grundy Center. A lot of umbrellas and raincoats in the stands tonight. Time called. I think it was Pete Rose that said the only thing worse than playing baseball in the rain is not playing baseball at all. So Spartans and Tigers get a chance to experience playing in the rain tonight. Ball 4 is taken, so 2-out walk issued by Braden Dave by Will Carpenter. We will have a courtesy runner coming in. Carpenter's the catcher for the Tigers. Looks like number 21, Holden Woosley, will be the runner.
Now back for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 20, Casey Williamson.
Casey Williamson now up to bat, 2 outs, takes the fastball high for ball 1. So after 2 quick outs to start the bottom of the second, Davey laboring just a bit now. He's issued a 2-out walk and then falls behind to Williamson.
Now batting for the Spartans, the designated player, number 7, Camden Aronson.
This is high again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williamson, a sophomore for the Tigers, hitting .071 to start the season. Just 1 for 14, but that 1 hit was a double. That offering outside, so 3 balls, no strikes. Count, and Davey delivers a fastball for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. We saw Dolash struggle a bit in the bottom of the first with control, and that can happen in these games with the wet ball. I don't need this to get a little bit slick. Can change the weight of the ball, which just those little changes to what you're used to can throw off a pitcher with his timing, his release point, which can cause you to throw a few more balls. Full count, Davey throws over to first. Courtesy runner Wolseley back in there safely. Smart pick off by Davey with the full count, 2 outs. The runner will be off once he starts his delivery home. Full count pitch, high and inside for ball 4. So back-to-back 2-out walks issued by Brady Davey. Neither team with a base hit yet through an inning.
Next up for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 15, Gavin Starr.
Gavin Starr now stepping in. 2 outs, 2 runners on. A fastball, swung on and fouled back. After the Spartans scored.
Batting next for the Spartans, the third baseman, number 23, Aaron Richmeyer.
Season fouls this one out of play. Davey quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Misses outside on the 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Starr, the number 8 hitter in the Tiger lineup tonight.
Batting next for the Spartans, the center fielder, number 11, Evelyn Gertis.
Knocked down by Pete Lieber to keep the runners from advancing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Gavin Starr looking for his first RBI of this young season. Here's the delivery from Davey.
High fly ball in foul territory down the left side. That's going to get out of play.
So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 ups, 2 on. Coach Pat Brown's arm is going to stay plenty warm tonight, I think, because they're going to be cycling through quite a few baseballs. In addition to the foul balls that go out of play, they'll be cycling through some just because of the moisture.
Batting next for the Spartans, the pitcher, number 3, Maddie Hendershot.
Corner with a fastball. Gets Starr looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So after the 2 2-out walks, Braden Davies able to keep the Tigers from scoring. As we go to the bottom of the 2nd, Spartans lead 2-0.
Batting next for the Spartans, the left fielder, number 8, Allison Koch.
Now back to the Spartans, the center fielder, number 24, Hayden Gertis.
Hayden Gertis here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch from Golosh is low, taking the ball 1. Gertis playing center field tonight. He's one of those valuable players for the Spartans that can play about anywhere. He's played, I think, every outfield spot. Maybe even played a little 3rd base earlier this season. 2 balls, no strikes now to Gertis. Golosh hits the outside corner with the fastball. Runs the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Gertis 2 for 9 for the first 4 games this season. Equals a 222 batting average. Watches that one go outside for ball 3. Delivery. Gertis takes a fastball on the inner half. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Swings, chops it right up the middle. It'd be a tough play for the shortstop. Fields it, throw to first base, pulls the first baseman off the bag. It's all the way to the backstop. Gertis going for 2. Carpenter to throw to second base. And Hayden Gertis in second base on the throwing error. That's going to go down as an E6 and reach first base. Take second on that error as well. It's one of those slow choppers, just got past the pitcher, and with Gertis' speed going down the line, it's going to be a really tough play for the shortstop.
Next up for the Spartans, the 3rd baseman, number 9, Ethan Meester.
Wet baseball on the wet ground tonight. Third baseman Ethan Meester steps to the box. Runner on second, nobody out. Meester offers on the bunt attempt. Misses it for strike one. See if Coach Pat Brown keeps it on for a second attempt. Looks like Easter's showing buns again. Preston Dolash steps off. Just wants to give his defense time to make sure they know how to cover this bunt. Easter squaring early. Offers it. Nice play down the first baseline. He's tagged. Throw to third base. Not in time. Nice play by first baseman Garrett Anderson to field that and tag Easter all in one play. But the sacrifice is successful. They get Gertis over to third base.
Batting next for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 22, Ava Heron.
Senior right fielder Dayton Myers now in the box for the Spartans. Swings and misses for strike one. Dayton Myers 1 for 10 through the first 4 games of the season. Leads the team with 2 sacrifices. Could be a sacrifice here. We'll see if Coach Pat Brown wants to try to squeeze in another run. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dayton Myers. Delivery from Dolash, swung on, ground ball up the middle, shortstop. Peyton Welsh gets a glove on it, bobbles it, throw to first, it's not in time. So Myers reaches on the air, and another Spartan run comes across. So it makes the score 3-0 Gurney Center, and Gurney Center yet to have a base hit tonight. And 3 bases have been an issue through the first 4 games for this Tiger defense.
To the top of the order for the Spartans, now batting number 5, Braden Davey.
Coming in tonight, they've given up 30 walks, 8 hit batters, in 27 innings, 11 errors on defense. And so far, through the first 2 innings tonight, we've seen more of that with 2 errors and 3 walks so far. Davey takes strike 1. Dayton Myers on first base, looks like he's leaning towards second. There he goes. Davey fouls that play. Balls behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Batting next for the Spartans, the catcher, number 24, Kendra Deacon.
Braden Davey flew out to center field in the first inning on an 0-2 count. Let's see what he does here in the second. Swung on, grounded foul down the third baseline. Curveball left up on the inner half, and Davey was out in front, pulled it down the line. Still a really steady rain coming down in Gurney Center. Wind blowing out to left field. Pitch from Dolash bounces. Good stop by Carpenter. Keeps Myers at first base. Tigers get a dry baseball. They're rotating those in quite a bit tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dayton Myers on first base, Braden Davey at the plate. This one driven into right field, that's going to get down for a base hit. Myers on his way to third base, will close it easily. It's a 1 out single for Braden Davey. So he increases his bag number. She came in tonight.
Next up for the Spartans, number 12, Judd Jarofsky.
Runners at the corners for the Spartans. So they're looking to add on some more runs. Only 1 out. Shortstop Judd Jarofsky at the plate. He walked, stole second base, and later scored in the first inning. Third baseman playing in a bit this at bat. Up the middle, they're playing regular depth with a force out at second. Being held at first base. There he goes on the first pitch. Pitch into dirt, blocked by Carpenter, so no throw it on the second. Spartans with runner on second, third. Now 2 runners in scoring position.
Batting for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 00, Charlie Rozanki.
So you think a base hit here will probably score 2 runs for the Spartans. Here's a fastball up and in. 2 balls, no strikes to shortstop Jed Drofsky. Judd kind of a unique start to the season batting wise. He has 4 hits on the season, 2 singles and 2 triples. Last pitch down low, 3 balls, no strikes. Drofsky takes ball 4. In both of his plate appearances now, he's walked tonight. So that will load the bases, still just 1 out. Senior second baseman Brody Zinkula steps to the plate.
Next up for the Spartans, number 2, Brody Zinkula.
Coach Nathan Weems going to call time. Go talk to his junior pitcher Preston Doe last year. Zinkula threw out to right field last inning. He does that again this time, and most likely will drive in a run. But keeping up for Myers to score. Coach Weed trying to get his infielders on the same page, make sure they know where they're going to go with the ball to force any bag. And we have Coach Jason Drofsky bringing a sweatshirt out for pitcher Braden Davey. Now that's something you don't see anymore with both leagues having designated hitters. Now in the major leagues, it's something that you used to see when another pitcher would get on base. They had a warm-up jacket on or a sweatshirt.
Batting next for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 23, Caitlin Dickus.
They didn't sweatshirt on, which can happen when you're dealing with wet material and the batting glove. A little assistance from the umpire, he gets it on. And we're back ready to play some baseball. In a wet and rainy Grundy Center tonight. There's a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Look for Zinkula to be aggressive here. Fastball comes in. He drives it down the right field line. That's going to stay fair. Right fielder on his horse going towards the line. That's going to drop in. Zinkula going to second base for a double. Myers scores. Braden Davey coming around. The relay is cut off by the first baseman. So that's a 2-run double for Brody Zinkula.
Next up for the Spartans, number 13, Riker Thorne.
Nice piece of hitting by Brody Zinkula. Took that outside fastball down the right field line. And he was on his horse from the moment he hit it, thinking double all the way.
Batting next for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 6, Lucy Anderson.
Riker Thorne, the designated hitter, stepping to the plate. A chance to drive in more. Second and third, only 1 out. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. We see that double from Zinkula, and that's something the Spartan offense has been doing a lot early this season. As their slugging percentage has been up over 50% to start the year, which is different from last year. Last year they had 30 extra base hits, doubles, triples, homers all season long. Coming into tonight's game, they already had 15. So they're really driving the ball much better this year, at least in the first 4 games, than what they were last year. 2 balls, no strikes now with Thorne. Fastball on the outside half, Thorne fouls it out of play. I'm sure Coach Brown and Coach Drofsky were expecting a bit more power coming from the bats this year. The Spartans do bring back quite a few starters from last year. Just with that experience and growth, you should see the power to come later on. In fact, Spartans have returned 78% of their at-bats from last year, so probably one of the more veteran teams in the conference that you're going to see. 3 balls, 1 strike now to senior designated hitter Riker Thorne. Spartans already with 3 runs across here in the bottom of the second. Fastball misses low and away for ball 4.
Batting next for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 20, Grace Eller.
Next up for the Spartans, number 11, Pete Lebo.
So comes out, he's going to make a pitching change. Pitchers are always the ones having to deal with the wet balls the most, so it's always a tough spot for pitchers in a night like this. Preston Dolash's night on the mound is done after an inning and a third. Gave up 5 runs on 2 hits, and he is responsible for 3 runners on base. There were 2 errors behind Dolash tonight for the first inning and a third, and he walked 5. Gary Anderson moved from first base to the pitcher's mound. Anderson leads the Tigers in innings pitched this series. Pitched 6 2/3 already through the first 4 games for the Tigers. Opponents are hitting 270.
Batting next for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 8, Ali Sheldell.
And he has a solid 3.15 ERA. So in his 6 2/3 innings, he went 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 6 total runs. He's walked 3, hit 2, and struck out 3. A little bit different look from the Tigers pitcher as he comes a little bit more from the side with his delivery. Which sometimes to a left-handed hitter like Pete Lebo stepping to the plate, it looks like that ball's coming right into the sweet spot in your swing. So we'll see if Lebo's able to drive something into a gap here. Tigers can play with the infield in. Anything on the infield, they're going to try to force play at the plate, prevent any more Spartan runs from scoring. So the Spartans will have to hit it to the outfield to score a run. First pitch is on the inside corner, strike 1. Lebo walked his first at plate appearance last inning. Foul straight back. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Garrett Anderson, the new pitcher for the Tigers, on the mound.
Batting next for the Tigers, the designated player, number 29, Addie Reeks.
Big slow curveball. Breaks was just a little upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Base is full of Spartans. Judd Jarofsky on third. Brody Zinkel on second. Brett Thorne on first. Check swing. Third baseman trips on the wet grass. Lebo is going to beat the throw to first base. And an excuse me swing there. It's going to drive in another Spartan run.
Next up for the Spartans, number 19, Ryder Slifer.
And we're going to give Pete Lebo a single on the play. This is not the official scorebook for the night, but if I was a scorer, I would count that as a single. Base is still loaded, 1 out. Ryder Slifer swings and pops this one straight back. Slifer, the 9th Spartan to come to bat here in the 2nd inning. So the Spartans have batted through the order. Fastball in the inside corner. Slifer behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So a really good pitch by Garrett Anderson. Just moved it outside for strike 1 and came back inside for strike 2. There he goes to the curveball. Good spot for it, just a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Slifer. Zinkel on third base. Thorne on second base. Pete Lebo at first. This one gets past Carpenter. Brody Zinkel will score standing up from second. All the Spartans advance 1 base. Now it's 7-0 Grundy Center. Still in the bottom of the 2nd. Two balls, 2 strike downs. Junior first baseman Ryder Slifer.
This one popped up sky high. Third baseman giving chase, but it's going to get out of play.
So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've had about, when the game started, the top of the first, it was not raining at all. Then we had a slight mist started partway through that first inning. It's been raining steadily this entire second inning. There's a chopper off the pitcher's glove, fielded by Welch at shortstop. He's going to make the play, throw up Slifer at first. Nice play by Peyton Welch. Slifer hit a hard comebacker to the mound. Anderson got his glove on it. He deflected it right to shortstop Peyton Welch.
Next up for the Spartans, number 24, Hayden Gurdon.
Breaker Thorne does score on the play. Lebo advances to third. Hayden Gurdis, who led off the inning for the Spartans as he reached on air, is up to bat again. His second at bat of the inning. Slifer gets credit for the RBI on his ground out to shortstop. Since Breaker Thorne scored on the play. Lebo not third base. 2 balls, no strikes to Gurdis. Fastball just misses at the outside corner. 3 balls, no strikes.
Batting next for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 15, Ella Owens.
Curtis draws a 4-pitch walk.
Next up for the Spartans, number 9, Ethan Meester.
Bringing up sophomore Ethan Easton to the plate. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Spartans typically like to steal this situation. With an 8-0 lead here, let's see if they do that or not. Easter steps out. Easter had the sacrifice bunt earlier this inning to advance Gurdis to third base, who later scored. Gurdis running. So the Tigers will concede. The runner at second base, they now want Lebo score from third, so that throw from the catcher goes right back to the pitcher. As Gurdis gets to second base on defensive indifference. Easton takes it straight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Easter came in tonight hitting .364. Another strike on the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So a really good start at the plate for the sophomore. Base hit here will probably score 2 more. Swings, he fouls it off the catcher's mask. Spartans have put up 6 runs this inning. As a South Hardin fielder, this inning's got to feel about an hour long. They've been standing up in that cold, windy rain for quite a long time. 1-2 pitch high inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Easter swings, just got a piece of it. 2 Spartans on base. Pete Lebo on third, Hayden Gurdis on second, Ethan Easter at the plate. Garrett Anderson on the mound, he came in mid-inning in relief of Preston Dolash. Here's the delivery, curveball. Easter drives into left field. And it's going to be caught for the third out of the inning. Not before a big inning for the Spartans. They put up 6, take an 8-0 lead after 2 complete innings.
Batting for the Spartans, the shortstop, number 20, Macy Kiwi.
that's what I was.
Batting for the Spartans, the second baseman, number 10, Lauren Zajac.
Well, this.
Welcome back to Grundy Center. The top of the third inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 4, Braden Wade.
Spartans have broken this one wide open, 8-0 lead after 2. Braden Davey, starting pitcher for the Spartans, still on the mound. Starts off number 9 here, Braden Weed. Fastball
Two
ball.
games no matter what, as long as I know right now.
Second offering foul.
Well, Mark just started making the thing, so I didn't know how, so you didn't know if we knew if we were gonna do it or not, whatever. Okay. That's a beautiful day out there.
Weed 1 for 5 to start the season. Davey tries a dot fastball on the outside corner, but misses. 2 balls for a strike.
Batting next for the Spartans, the third baseman, number 23, Aaron Richmeyer.
Bounces in the dirt. You can really see home plate, that mud and dirt coming out. 3 balls, 1 strike to Brady Lee, second baseman, and first batter of the third inning for the Tigers. He comes inside this time. First time you've seen him work the inside corner of the plate this at bat. It's a strike for 3 balls, 2 strikes. Back just misses. Delivery is low, so lead off walk for Braden Lee. That's going to turn the batting order over.
To the top of the order for the Tigers, now batting number 7, Josh Spindler.
Spindler, dangerous hitter, came in tonight hitting .455. He's 5 for 11 with 2 doubles.
Batting for the Spartans, the center fielder, number 11, Evelyn Gertis.
First base. Was fielded by Slifer and flipped to Davey covering for an out. Davey falls behind. 1 ball, no strikes. Center fielder Josh Spindler. This one in the dirt. Scooped by Lebo. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 count. Tigers down 8-0 in the third. Spindler can be a patient hitter as the Tigers trying to get as many base runners as possible. It's hit, air, walk. You just need some base runners to try to chip into that Spartan lead. Now 3 balls, no strikes. After enough walk to lead to start the inning. Braden Davey hits the outside corner with a fastball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Spindler was taken all the way on the 3-0 count. This one fouled down the left side. Third baseman Ethan Easter giving chase. Judd Jarowski almost got there. Falls in between that Bermuda triangle between third base, shortstop, and left field. Mason Tate, the left fielder, also in on the chase. That foul ball brings the count full of 3 balls, 2 strikes to center fielder Josh Spindler. Junior pitcher Braden Davey on the mound. It's not allowed a hit yet tonight. He's walked 3. Full pitch delivery fouled back out of play. So we'll do it again. takes his lead from first base. Springer waiting for the delivery from Davey. Swings and misses. Davey comes inside. Hits the strikeout for the first out of the third inning. That was a good strikeout of Davey for Davey. He got a string of 3 straight. Start with Peyton Welch back in the first.
Next up for the Tigers, number 24, Peyton Welch.
Chop it back up the middle. Good by Drofsky. He steps on second for 1. Throw to first base. Good scoop by Slifer to pick that one out of the dirt for a nice 6-3 double play to end the top of the third inning by the Spartans.
Batting for the Tigers, the catcher, number 2, Alyssa Kicks. Hello? Yep. 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 That would be a goal.
Rain continues to fall in Grundy Center. We go to the bottom of the third inning. For those of you scoreboard watching for the girls softball, the Spartans lead 5-3 in the top of the fourth inning on the girls softball field. Tonight for the boys baseball, this is game 1 of a scheduled doubleheader. Nightcap of tonight's ball game. We're going to switch broadcast for you, so we flip over to the KDAO stream for game 2 tonight.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 3, Dave Myers.
Senior Dave Myers leading off the bottom third for the Spartans. He reached on an error back in the second, later came around to score in that big inning where the Spartans put up 6. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. Spartans sent 11 batters to the plate last inning. Fastball high. 2 balls, no strikes. The hitters count to Dave Myers. Look for him to be aggressive. Pitch over the plate. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. See if Coach Pat Brown cuts him loose, gives him a green light on a 3-0 count. Or if he takes sign, use the pitch. Fastball on the inner half. 3 balls, 1 strike. Myers is taken all the way. Swung on and missed by Dave Myers. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Spartan number 9 hitter. And Myers waves at a good curveball from Anderson. So swing and miss, strikeout for the first out of the inning.
Next up for the Spartans, number 5, Braden Davey.
Davey flew out to center in the first inning and had a single last inning where he later stole the base, stole second, and scored. Chopper to third base. Nice play by the third baseman. Goes across the diamond. Pop out of the glove of the first baseman. So Davey will reach on the air.
third error of the ball game for the Tigers. Errors and walks have been a problem tonight for the Tiger defense. 3 errors and 6 walks here in the third inning. Judge Jarofsky steps up for the Spartans. Baby running. Now he retreats back to first. This is a fake steal. Jarofsky takes strike 1. Now the game goes. Jarofsky chops it to third base, gets between the legs of the third baseman. Also going to get into left field. Davies going to stay at second. Then Jarofsky reaches on the air.
Next up, the Spartans, number 2, Brody Zinkula.
So Spartans have been able to take advantage of the defensive miscues so far. The Tigers up to 6 walks and 4 errors. Here we're in the bottom of the third inning. Brady Davey on second base, Judge Jarofsky on first, Brody Zinkle up the bat. No, bounces in the dirt for ball 1. This rain has not let up. Again, there's bottom of the first, top of the second inning, around that time frame, it really started opening up a little more. It's just been a really steady rain for the last inning plus. Zinkle takes high and inside for ball 2. Count to Brody Zinkle. Good pitch for a good hitter. Looking to drive something. That one gets away from Anderson. Gets all the way to the backstop. Runners are going to advance. Davey to third base. Jarofsky to second base. And a 3-0 count to Zinkle. Down has a wild pitch in the scorebook. It looked like that one just slipped out of his hand. Seems to watch his strike 1 go by. Looked like he wanted to swing, but he probably had the take sign on. That pitch comes in again. He's into this thing in the left center field gap of another. That went too far inside. Zinkle draws a walk. Now loads the bases for senior best.
Next up for the Spartans, number 13, Riker Thorne.
Coach Ween comes up to the mound for the Tigers. We're going to have another pitching change. It looks like it will be Braden Weed, who will now come to the mound. He started the game at second base, then moved to third base, and now he'll be at the pitcher's mound. Weed for the season has pitched 4 1/3 inning. He's given up 5 runs on 6 hits. He's walked 2 batters, hit 2 batters, struck out 4. For an ERA of 8.08. Opponents are hitting .273 against him. And again, his limited innings so far this year, just 4 in the third innings. So this early in the season for both pitching stats and batting stats, they can be inflated, either good or bad, until you get a few more at-bats or a few more innings under your belt to even things out. Again, the second game of tonight's doubleheader, you'll need to switch over your live stream to the KDAO live stream, as they're going to be picking up broadcast for game 2 tonight. And when we get back to the live play, it'll be Brecker Thorne at bat. He does not have an official at bat tonight. He's walked twice, scored twice. And he'll have a bases loaded situation with Brody Zinkula at first base, Judd Jarofsky at second, and pitcher Braden Davey at third base. So bases loaded, just one out. Spartans with an 8-0 lead. We're looking for more here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch from Weed, taking for strike one. That one in the dirt. Nice stop by catcher Bo Carpenter. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. So the Tiger defense playing in, they're going to try to cut down Davey at the plate if they get an infield grounder. Another one in the dirt, another nice stop by Carpenter. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Ricker Thorne already 2 walks in the night. And like any good hitter, I'm sure he's wanting to swing the bat here, have an opportunity to drive in some runs. Fastball outside for ball 3. After starting Thorne off with a strike, his first pitch, Weegs now throwing 3 straight balls to run the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Fastball Thorne, ground ball in the 5-6, so that's going to score Davey. Jarofsky coming around, he's going to score easily. It's a 2-run single for Riker Thorne.
Next up for the Spartans, number 11, Pete Lebo.
Catcher Pete Lebo up to bat. He walked in the first inning. Had the excuse me swing single in the second. Takes ball 1 up and in. Drives this one down the right field line. That's going to go foul for 1 ball, 1 strike. Lebo just a little out in front of that one. Brody Zinkula on second base after drawing a walk. Riker Thorne on first. We just saw his 2-run single. Curveball comes in, Lebo out in front. Getting down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the last 2 pitches, Weeks came inside to Lebo with off speed. Let's see if he tries to go away now. Here goes Zinkula, running start at second base. Thorne's going to follow him up on the delay to second. Lebo swings and misses for the second out of the inning.
Next up for the Spartans, number 19, Ryder Slafer.
Ryder Slafer up to bat. 2 outs now. Runners on second and third. Slafer 0 for 2 on the ball game. Big slow curve from League just a little upstairs. Slafer flew out to center in the first. Grounded out in the second inning. So still 0 for 2. 1 fly out, 1 ground out. Big swing and miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slafer came into the ball game hitting .417, leads the team with 4 doubles. Curveball comes in a little bit too far. Slafer takes it off the front elbow before hit by a pitch to load the bases. Aiden Gertis steps in for his 3rd plate appearance of the night. He reached on air in the second, walked his second at bat at the second. So we had 2 at bats last inning. 2 plate appearance, I should say. So walk is going to count as the unofficial at bat. Curtis takes strike one on the outside corner. Freshman Braden Weed on the mound now, third pitcher of the night for the Tigers. Hits that outside corner again. Quickly gets ahead of Hayden Curtis. No ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Spartans. Good spot by Weed. He goes for the fastball up and away. Tried to get Curtis to chase. He wouldn't bite. Now 1 ball, 2 strike to Hayden Curtis. Third ball fools him. Just kind of wanted to get a piece of that one to stay alive. As he fouled it towards the Spartan first base dugout. See if Weed comes back with that curveball again. This one is pulled way foul down the third base line. So your count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brody Ezekiel on third base, Riker Thorne on second, Ryder Slifer on first. Here's the pitch from Weed. Popped up. Going out of play on the third base side. It's just going to get over the fence, out of play. There's 3 straight foul balls now for Hayden Curtis. Kind of an anomaly box score so far tonight through 3 innings. Spartans with 10 runs on only 3 base hits. Curveball comes in. Curtis, slow roller at third base. It's going to get under the glove of the third baseman. It's Gary Anderson playing third base, his third position in the ball game. He started at first, then he went to the mound. Now he's playing third base. Curtis reaches on an error for the second time tonight. So Brody Ezekiel scores on the play. That is not an RBI for Curtis, as you don't get RBIs when reaching on an error, but the run still counts the same. Meester takes ball 1. Meester pops this one up foul down the first base side. That's going to get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Ethan Meester is 0 for 1 on the night. He had a sacrifice his first at bat, so that does not count towards his ABs. And then he flew out to left. And a pretty well hit ball his last at bat. Weed misses outside for ball 2. Meester is the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Spartans. So they've sent all 9 batters to the plate in the second and third innings tonight. This one way outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Meester playing third base tonight. Also played some shortstop for the Spartans this year. So he watches ball 4. That's an RBI for Ethan Meester as he draws the walk. Riker Thorne comes in to score. And the Spartans' lead extends now to 12-0. Strike 1. He struck out to lead off this inning. That one high inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is still loaded, 2 outs for David Myers. This one inside. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one count to Dave Myers. Here's the pitch. Hits the outside corner. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is still loaded for Grundy Center. Meyer swings and misses for strike 3. And at the end of 3 innings, Spartans with a commanding 12-0 lead.
What are you doing?
After 3 innings, looks like we're going to have a slight weather delay. Neither team is taking the field. Umpires having a discussion on the first base side of the ball diamond. We haven't gotten any official word of a grade delay, but we'll keep you updated if we do hear more. If this game does get delayed due to weather, we will let you know our next broadcast is this Thursday. East Marshall Mustangs come to town to take on the Spartans. That is a JV varsity doubleheader. So JV playing first at 5. Varsity will start around 7 o'clock. And have the broadcast for you here on the Grundy Center School live stream on YouTube. Temporary. So the game is going to be a slight delay. It is not over yet. The ground crew is going to come out as some of the areas around the pitcher's mound and batter's box are getting a little slick for the players. So they're going to put some diamond dry on it to just dry out those wet spots as much as possible for the safety of the players. So it'll be a slight delay, then we are planning on restarting once these field modifications are made. So stay tuned here. We'll be live once play resumes.
Batting for the Tigers, the pitcher, 00 Charlie Rozanski.
It's 10 after 5:30. It's 15 after 4:30.
I'd like to say hey, young Johnny, but I'm gonna say how you doing, the old time. We're talking about nice, Joe. Hey, young man, how you doing? All right, you know, I'm gonna say how you doing, old man.
Batting next for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 23, Caitlin Dickus.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. No. I was at home watching on the live stream. I was thinking to myself, well, we go eat supper tonight.
Welcome back. We are resuming play in Grundy Center after a slight delay to get the.
Batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 6, Lucy Anderson.
It's the top-notch field crew here today in San Juan.
Now batting with the Tigers, number 13 Charlie Cummings.
Diamond dry materials, just kind of soak up some of that water, mix in with the dirt infield. And we're back live, and Braden Davey dots a strike on the outside corner for strike one. Left fielder Charlie Cummings up to bat for the Tigers. Recapping the game so far, it's been all Spartans through 3 innings. Out with the commanding 12-0 lead. Davey misses up an inning, no ball 1. Braden Davey has pretty much cruised through 3 innings. He does have 2 bases on balls from the second inning, but he had faced 3 batters in the first. Walked 1 batter in the third, who was later erased on a double play. So he's faced the minimum number of batters in 2 out of 3 innings. There's not a lot of hit yet tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Charlie Cummings. Cummings hits this one right at first baseman Ryder Slifer. The soft liner is easily caught for the first out of the inning. in the top of the fourth.
Next up for the Tigers, number 17, Gary Anderson.
Anderson's been busy in the field tonight. He started the game at first base and came out to pitch. And then he played third base. So in 3 innings, he's played 3 different positions in the field. Fouls that first pitch off for strike 1. Watches strike 2 as Braden Davies ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. So the delay did not seem to have any adverse effects to Braden Davies. He's come out after that, peppering the strike zone. Misses high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind's still blowing out fairly hard. 2 left field, as you can see the flag almost straight going out that way. Davies misses again upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Catcher Pete Lebo asked for a blue ball from the umpire.
Batting for the Spartans, the pitcher, number 3, Matty Hendershot.
David comes back, just misses on the outside corner with the fastball. That runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Comes inside, misses. A 1-out walk drawn by Gary Anderson. That is the 4th walk of the ball game issued by Braden Davies. He's pitched the distance so far for the Spartans.
Next up for the Tigers, number 14, Preston Dolish.
We have a pinch runner coming in for Anderson. It's number 5, Colby Zolar. So 1-out runner on first. The runner is Zolar. Batter is Preston Dolish. He fouls that one out for strike 1. Dolish started the game as the pitcher. He was removed in the 2nd inning. Now up to bat after grounding out to shortstop his first inning.
Batting for the Spartans, the left fielder, number 8, Allison Cock.
He turned on that one away. It was hit hard. That was probably about a 350-foot foul ball. But way out in front. Davey ahead now with no balls, 2 strikes. Comes with the slow curveball that stays upstairs for ball 1. Sometimes on these wet nights, it's a little harder to get that grip on the curveball, get that tight spin to make it break. This time, the better one, fouled off, gets into Dolish's hands. He stays alive. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One runner on first base, courtesy of the 1-out walk issued by Braden Davies. Davey misses outside for ball 2. Ball 3 bounces in the dirt, scooped up by Lebo to hold the runner at first base. Full count now to Preston Dolish. That one in the dirt again. So back-to-back walks issued by Braden Davies. As the Tigers are going to try to put some pressure on the Spartan defense to score some runs. That is the 5th walk now issued by Braden Davies. South Arden pitchers have issued 8 walks through 3 innings so far.
Next up for the Tigers, number 11, Bo Carpenter.
So there have not been a lot of hard hit balls in tonight's ball game. The Spartans have been able to take advantage of their free bases. Now the Tigers trying to do the same as they've got 2 runners on, only 1 out. Another ball for Brady. Runner on second, go to third. Lebo's throw not in time. Both runners advance. So now runners at second and third. This is the best scoring opportunity of the night for the Tigers. Catcher Bo Carpenter, he's been busy behind the plate. Made a few nice blocks and pitches in the dirt.
Batting for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 22, Ava Heron.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 runners in scoring position for the Tigers. Brady Davey misses outside for ball 2. Tigers looking for their first hit of the ball game. Ball 3. This one skips in the dirt outside. After getting Charlie Cummings to have a soft liner out to first base to start the inning, Braden Davies run into a bit of trouble now in the top of the 4th. He walked Garrett Anderson, who's now on third base. He walked Dolash, who's now on second. And he's facing a 3-0 count to Bo Carpenter. Just high and outside. Bo Carpenter draws a walk. That's 3 straight bases on balls issued by Braden Davey. And it looks like that will be his last batter of the evening as Coach Pat Brown comes out to the pitcher's mound. So the final line on Braden Davies' night, he goes 3 1/3 innings, does not allow a hit, does not allow a run, and has worked around 6 walks so far. He is responsible for all 3 runners on base. If any of those runners score, it would go against Davies' earned run average and his stats. And it looks like I spoke too soon. Davey is going to stay in the ball game. The base is loaded. He's going to face Casey Williamson, who walked his first at bat in the second inning. Base is loaded. Just 1 out for the Tigers. Davey misses outside, gets past Lebo. And the Tigers are going to score their first run of the ball game. Similar to how the Spartans scored their first run of the ball game without the courtesy of a base.
Batting for the Spartans, the catcher, number 24, Kendra Deacon.
So the pinch runner Zolar comes in to score. He's running for Anderson. Dolash advances to third. Carpenter now stands at second base. Runners at second and third. Still just 1 out. Spartan defense playing in. You want to keep that lead at 11 runs. David hits a strike on the outside corner.
Batting for the Spartans, the shortstop, number 20, Macy Kiwi.
Moved by Gertis. So RBI single for Williamson, who drives in a run, and Bo Carpenter advances to third base. Right fielder Gavin Starr stepping up. He struck out looking back in the second. Now an RBI opportunity. Starr came in at tonight's ball game, hitting 182.
Batting for the Spartans, the second baseman, number 10, Lauren Zajac.
His lead at first. Would be surprised to see Dave go over. And he gets him picked off on the fake to third, throw to first move. Williamson trips on his way back, crawls his way back to first base. So we'll see if that tips off what Coach Weig has called here. If there is a steal coming. Williamson was certainly going on the first move when Davey picked up that left leg. Now the throw over, gets his hand back on the team. Right fielder Gavin Starr up to bat, RBI opportunity. Williamson gets to second base. As the Spartans concede the base. Did not want to to score. Want to keep that advantage at 10 runs if they can. Now runners on second, third, 1 out. That ball inside runs the count to 2 balls, no strikes, 2 Gavin Starr. 2 runners in scoring position now for the Tigers. Davey comes in, swinging a miss by Starr. Starr fouls this one out of play. Good pitch by Brady Davies in that low outside corner. Not a lot Starr can probably do with that pitch other than foul it off. Big pitch coming up here for Brady Davies and the Spartans. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Infield playing in. They're going to try to cut that run down the plate. Fastball upstairs. Asking on the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Batting for the Tigers is center fielder, number 8, Allie Sheldell.
So rain has lightened up here at Grundy Center. Looks like more of a miss now. Steady rain has stopped, and there's the fourth walk of the inning issued by Brady Davey. So that reloads the bases. We have Gavin Starr at first base, Casey Williamson on second, and Bo Carpenter standing at third. For freshman Brady Weed, the number 9 hitter for the Tigers. He turns this one down the third baseline, fielded by Meester. They get the force at home, Lebo to first. That's going to go for a 5-2-3 double play. The second double play turn by the Spartan infielders tonight. But not before the Tigers get on the board. Courtesy of 4 walks in the inning and a clutch RBI single by Casey Williamson. Scores now 12-2 going into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Batting for the Tigers, the designated player, number 29, Addie Reeks. Batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 10, Michaela Hardy.
Now in the bottom of the 4th inning, Spartans with a 12-2 lead. As South Hardin scratches back, scores 2 runs in the top of the 4th inning. And the Spartans will be facing their 4th different pitcher of the night. It's junior Charlie Cummings on the mound now for South Hardin. It looks like this will be his pitching debut for the season. As Coach Weed trying to manage that pitching staff as this is a varsity doubleheader tonight, so there's still 1 more game to play after this. Already on his 4th pitcher in game 1. Leading off the top of the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 5, Brady Davy.
Davey 1 for 3 on the night. He singled back in the second, later scored. Cummings misses for ball 1. Brady Davy scored 2 runs tonight. Back in the third, he reached on an error, later came around to score. Cummings trying to find his release point. His first 2 pitches are both going to the dirt. Stopped by Bo Carpenter. Three balls, no strikes to Brady Davy. And Charlie Cummings making his first pitching appearance of this young baseball season. And Davy draws a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 4th inning.
Next up for the Spartans, number 12, John Jarofsky.
That is the 9th walk issued by South.
Leading off
so
for
far.
the Spartans, the designated player, number 7, Camden Aronson.
Jarofsky, his 3rd plate appearance, he's walked twice and reached on air. Davey stealing, pitch gets all the way to the backstop, he turns, gives a look at third base.
Batting for the Spartans, the third baseman, number 23, Aaron Richmeyer.
So Davey gets to second base on the steal. Even though it was a wild pitch, Davey was running with the pitch, so he'll get credit for the stolen base. Judge Jarofsky with the 1 ball, no strike count. Way outside for ball 2. Davey stealing third. Cummings with a good pitch. Gets it in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count to Judge Jarofsky. And you can tell Cummings came in and he bounced the first couple of pitches right through and he's been working closer and closer since then. See if he can find that release point now and replicate a few strikes in a row. Just misses outside. Runs the count to Jarofsky. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Batting for the Spartans, the center fielder, number 11, Evelyn Gertis.
Cummings comes set on the mound, looks to Carpenter, here's the delivery. Just misses low away, and Jarofsky draws a walk. So 2 Spartans so far.
Next up for the Spartans, number 2, Brody Zinkula.
Brady Davy on third after a couple of stolen bases, Jarofsky on first. Let's see if he steals. Usually he likes to go on the first pitch. Last time up, we hit and run on, I think he'll foul back the pitch that Jarofsky was running on. There he goes. Pitch is outside, no throw. There was a balk. I don't think Cummings paused long enough to get the game set. So that's no pitch. Davey scores from third. Jarofsky gets to second on the balk. Zinkula sees a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Cummings. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or excuse me, it's just 1 strike to Zinkula. First pitch did not count as a ball.
Batting for the Spartans, the pitcher, number 3, Maddie Hendershot.
Pitch from Cummings too low. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Spartans have scored every inning so far tonight. 2 in the first, big 6 runs in the second, 4 in the third, and they have 1 across here in the 4th inning with no outs. Jarofsky a running start at second base. He's going to steal third standing up. And Zinkula watches the ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. that was a case where Jarowski was just able to get the timing down on the pitcher. As he sees that same consistent look each time, you get the timing, you know when he's going home, you get the pitcher to the plate. Ezekiel launches ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs in bottom of the 4th. Judge
Batting for the Spartans, the left fielder, number 8, Allison Cock.
Swing and a miss by Ezekiel. Good job by Bill Carpenter behind the plate to keep that ball in front. Keep Jarowski at third base. Full count to the senior second baseman, Brody Ezekiel. He will take ball 4. That is the second time Ezekiel's been walked tonight. Puts runners at the corners. We're going to see another pitching change. Charlie Cummings had his first experience of the season. And now, we'll see who this new pitcher is. Looks like it's going to be number 5. Which is sophomore Colby Zolar, who we saw pitch run and score a run last inning. So he's had a busy last inning or so. And just like it was the first pitching appearance of the season for Cummings, this is the first time that Zolar has taken the mound in the varsity baseball game in this 2025 season. He will step into a situation with Spartans have runners at the corners. Jed Jarowski on third base, Brody Ezekiel on first base. After each of them drawn walks this inning, he'll be facing cleanup hitter, designated hitter Riker Thorne for the Spartans, who's been on base 3 times tonight. Walked in the first, walked in the second, and had a big 2 RBI single last inning.
Batting for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 22, Ava Heron.
Spartan bats, not a lot of opportunities to put the ball in play tonight. They have 4 base hits on the night. They've been walked unofficially. I have them down for 12 walks, 1 batter. And again, unofficially, I have Tigers down for 5 errors in the field. The Riker Thorne digs in to face Colby Zolar. No outs, bottom of the 4th inning. On the first pitch. Hits Thorne in the square of the back. That will load the bases for catcher Pete Lebo.
Next up for the Spartans, number 11, Pete Lebo.
In the 4th inning, first 4 batters for the Spartans have reached base, courtesy of 3 bases on balls and 1 hit batter. Lebo looking to put something in play. Fastball high and outside for ball 1. Zolar just misses on that one. On the outside corner, a little low. 2 balls, no strikes to Lebo. It's a good hitter's count for a hitter in a situation like this, you're anything close to the plate. That one hits the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, no outs for the Spartans. Bottom of the 4th inning. That pitch misses low and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to catcher Pete Lebo.
Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 15, Ella Owens.
strike two called on the fastball in the outside corner. That runs the count for 3 balls, 2 strikes to Pete Lebo. Bradford Dorn on first base, Brody Zinkel on second, Judd Jarofsky standing on third. Lebo goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Zoller comes back after falling behind the count 3-0. Comes back with 3
Next up is Spartans, number 19, Ryder Slifer.
Batting for the Tigers, the catcher, number 2, Alyssa Kicks.
Slifer now on the bat, first baseman for the Spartans. Watches ball 1. Slifer 0 for 2 on the night. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat. Looking for his first base hit in the ball. Good pitch on the outside corner. Evens the count 1.
Batting next for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 00, Charlie Rozanki.
Tiger infield playing their regular depth this inning with the bases loaded. Slifer swings and misses on the inside fastball. He did get a piece of it, but it was corralled by Bill Carpenter, the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Slifer. Zolar just misses upstairs with the fastball. It's a good location for a 1-2 pitch. Wins the count 2-2, he's going to have to come back and strike.
Batting for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 23, Caitlin Dickus.
This is that ball in the dirt. He did get a piece of it to stay alive. Slifer is hit by a pitch for the second time tonight. This time he gets an RBI for it as it drives in Judd Jarofsky from third base. And another run comes across for the Spartans to make it 14-2. That is the second hit batter of the inning issued by the Tiger pitching staff. Hayden Gertis now at the bat. Watches strike 1. Spartans 2 runs across in the 4th inning, bases loaded. Have yet to put a ball in play. Gertis watches strike 2, quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. That pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Spartan center fielder, Hayden Gertis. Zolar tries again to chase a curveball outside. Gertis doesn't bite. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded, bottom of the 4th inning. Gertis chops it foul down the third base line.
Batting for the Tigers, the first baseman, number 6, Lucy Anderson.
Gertis has been on base 3 times tonight. Without a base hit, he's reached twice on air and walked once. That pitch just inside. Just misses for ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is still loaded of Spartans. And Gertis is hit by a pitch. So that will drive in another run. Hayden Gertis with the RBI. And the 3rd hit batter of the inning issued by Tiger pitching staff. In addition to 3 bases on balls. Steps to the plate with the bases loaded, just 1 out in the 4th inning. Swinging on first pitch, drives it down to the third baseline. That's a fair ball. Thorne scores standing up. Slifer's going to score standing up. And that's a 2-run single for Ethan Meester.
Batting for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 20, Grace Eller.
With the mercy rule in effect, that 15-run difference, game one of your doubleheader is over. Spartans take control, 17-2 victory. Unofficially, I have the Spartans down for just 5 hits, taking advantage of a lot of free bases based on balls, hit batters, and errors to score those 17 runs. And again, tonight's game is a varsity doubleheader, so there is one more varsity game to play. We will have to switch over your live stream, as KDAO will be broadcasting game 2 live. So you just have to switch over to the KDAO live stream broadcast. And then we'll be back live for Thursday night's home game against East Marshall on the Grundy Center YouTube page. So Thursday night's varsity game against East Marshall. Varsity scheduled to start around 7 o'clock, as that is a JV varsity doubleheader. JV will start at 5, varsity around 7. And we will have the live stream for you here on the Grundy Center YouTube page. So stay tuned for game 2. That will be coming in probably about 15 minutes or so. Switch over to the KDAO broadcast. And thanks for listening. No, that stays here.
Batting for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 8, Allie Sheldell. Batting next for the Tigers, the designated player, number 29, Addie Reeks. Batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 10, Michaela Hardy.
Is it internet up here? PC broadcast? You know what the password is?
Yeah, it's at the box over here. Batting for the Spartans, the catcher, number 24, Kendra Deacon. Batting next, the shortstop, number 20, Macy Kiwi. Batting next, the second baseman, number 10, Lauren Zajac.
Live to this game?
I do not.
Is it gonna be any different, you think? Just
Probably.
pitchers probably? or-
Probably.
Batting for the Spartans, the designated player, number 7, Camden Aronson. Batting for the Spartans, the third baseman, number 23, Aaron Richmeyer. Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 15, Ella Owens. Batting for the Tigers, number 2, Alyssa Kicks. Batting next for the Tigers, 00, Charlie Rozanki. Batting for the Tigers, number 23, Caitlin Dickus. Batting for the Tigers, number 6, Lucy Anderson.
It's 17-2, right? Game one.
Batting for the Spartans, the center fielder, number 11, Evelyn Gertis.
Welcome in everybody here to KDAO.com. Austin Hanson here with you as we are going for game 2 of the doubleheader tonight at Rugby Center. Hosting South Hardy. Game 1 was a lopsided victory for the Spartans, 17-2. Final score of game 1 as game 2 is about to get underway. We've been very fortunate actually here at Rugby Center. Rain has very much let up here at Grundy Center as we should be in really good condition field-wise and just for the spectators' point of view. For any rainfall, it seems that it has cleared out of central Iowa and most of Grundy Center, so we are good to go for game 2 tonight. I think there was just some slight rain delays from time to time. They had to kind of fix the pitcher's mound and make sure the grounds were capable of playing, but game 1 went rather smoothly in terms of dealing with the rain. Thankfully, it wasn't too harsh of a fall here in Grundy Center. We were a bit worried maybe at the start of potentially not having the second game or maybe not having doubleheader at all. There's been some games postponed and canceled here in central Iowa, but fortunately we have this game 2 for you as Grundy Center will be looking to improve the record to 5-0 now as they sit, or excuse me, improving it to 6-0 as they now stand at 5-0, 4-0 coming into this matchup. South Hardy pointing to 1-4 after the game 1 loss and looking to split tonight here in Grundy Center. South Hardy will be leading off tonight as they are the visitors. Their starting lineups go with number 7, left fielder Josh Spindler, number 2, number 24, pitcher Clayton Welch. They'll start off on the pitcher's mound tonight. They rotated through 5 pitchers in game 1, so we'll see what they'll do in game 2.
Batting for the Spartans, number 3, Maddie Hendershot.
12, Gas Thompson. Batting 4th will be number 17, third baseman Garrett Anderson. Batting 5th will be 14, first baseman Preston Dolich. Batting 6th will be number 11, catcher Bo Carpenter. Batting 7th will be number 20, shortstop Casey Williamson. Batting 8th tonight is number 13, designated hitter Charlie Cummings. Gavin Starr will be in right field tonight. And
batting for the Spartans, number 8, Allison Cock.
Rugby Center getting warmed up right now on the diamond, and first that is Josh Spindler as we're about to get set for game 2 of the doubleheader tonight here in Rugby Center. Softball is happening to the right game right now. They're in, I believe, the 7th inning as tied up 8-8 currently. As Rugby Center I believe is up to bat, looking to potentially win that matchup. And the bottom of the seventh, that's going to really be.
Batting for the Spartans, number 22, Ava Heron.
First pitch on the way goes to second. Josh Bennett had one average so far in the season. Coming into the start of 455. So a nice little struck over to shortstop, and it's going to be caught. First in the center. For Josh Bennett, I see a line drive goes to shortstop. She's the pitcher side, starting off on the mound, number 24 batting line with 231 coming into this doubleheader. First pitch on the way, all right to the outside, good for Bradley. Second pitch on the way, struck and foul, over to the right side. Leading off pitching tonight is number 8. Britt Meyer for Grundy Center. One's the count. This pitch on the way after the side goes for ball 2.
Batting for the Spartans, number 24, Kendra Deacon.
This one popped up into the infield. This man is under it, and he's got it over the second out. Two up, two down for South Harmon, and they look to try to get things going here at the start of the second game of this doubleheader. After that now is number 12, that's Thompson. Low and out for ball 1. One pitch there. Too far down and right. Goes for ball 2. This one's swing and miss. Goes to a straight line. Thompson in the outfield tonight. Third in the batting order. Hasn't played much baseball yet to start off this season.